You know the only thing better than fried cheese?
Fried burrata cheese! Oh, and this dish is as beautiful as it is delicious.
Crispy on the outside and ooey cheesy on the inside.
Oh, serve it up with some crusty toasted bread for the ultimate showstopper of an appetizer.
Showstopper it is. I mean,
it's like fried mozzarella on steroids.
It is. It is the big old ball of fried cheese. How can you not love that?
I love
and
it.
we serve it in this Romesco sauce that is, it just complements it so
This
well.
Romesco sauce, you can serve with anything. We actually have fried cod that we do it with.
It is so
Oh,
good.
it's so good. All right, so this is so easy. So we're gonna put everything in here and just blend it up.
Yep.
And Chris, you want to talk about what you did
Yeah,
with this?
so that's a roasted red bell pepper, one bell pepper. You could use the jarred variety, but why not do it yourself? It's super easy. All you do is you need to roast it first. So I do it on my gas stove. If you don't have a gas stove, you can just put it under the broiler. You just want to get it nice and charred, and so then while it's still hot, you're going to put it into a bowl and you're going to cover it with plastic wrap. That just steams and it makes that skin on the exterior of the pepper just kind of come free. And then you can use your fingers just to peel away as much of the skin as you can. You want to leave some of those charred marks because there's flavor in there.
Yes, and talk about these.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead,
then I just took the pod of the seeds out, and then you just give it a rough chop, and that's it.
That's it. And talk about these. These are blanched almonds. These are two tablespoons of blanched almonds. What'd you do there?
All you do is you just put them in boiling water for like 30 seconds, and then drain them, and then cool them off with some tap water. It just makes them a little softer, and it makes them a better consistency when you put the sauce together.
And then I've got a quarter cup. Oh, that's a half a cup. Oh, I knew it was one or the other. Fire roasted diced tomatoes.
You can use just regular diced tomatoes, but we love the flavor of fire roasted.
That's so good.
We already got that charred flavor on the pepper.
Yes, and now I've got a teaspoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of chili powder, and a tablespoon of smoked paprika.
You did it!
I always feel so proud of myself.
I know.
And then I have half a teaspoon of salt. That's a teaspoon of salt. Okay. Once I go down that hill, it's a slippery slope.
No turning back.
And then I have this is just a slice of bread that we've cubed up. I'm gonna throw that in there. And I've got 2 teaspoons of, hold on, this is apple cider vinegar.
Red wine
vinegar.
We really do go over this.
We do, and then I forget immediately. And then a third a cup of extra virgin olive oil.
There's a reason it's not called How to Loon Feeds a Loon. It's How Kris Feeds a Loon.
Oh, Chris. All right, let me do this.
You can also do this in your blender. You just want it nice and pureed.
Yes.
It's going to have a lovely consistency to it. Oh, and this can be made 2-3 days in advance.
Wow.
The flavor actually, after it sits for a day, gets even better.
Oh, it does. I know. Oh.
The consistency.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. If you like it a little thinner, I brought some water just in case.
Add a little more water.
You want a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit. This might be a little too thick.
Can you smell that? Maybe a tablespoon.
Oh, you all. It's so. Here, let me stick that in there.
It's the perfect complement for this cheese. It kind of makes you feel kind of fancy.
It is super fancy.
But it's not, though. You see, it's easy to make.
That's better, I think. There we go.
Okay.
Let me see.
Good.
Let me see. Oh, that's perfect. All right.
Okay.
So now we're going to take this. I'm just going to put it into this skillet, and we are going to gently warm it. I'm just sticking things everywhere. There you go.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, I love it's kind of got a bit of a grainy texture to it, which just gives it that, when that cheese melts into it, oh my goodness, it's so
all creamy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could also do this with a vodka sauce. It was really delicious too, but I think the Romesco is just wonderful. Okay.
All right.
Like Wesley said, we're gonna serve it warm, so we're gonna bring it to the stove. Okay, so now the fun part.
Look at that big old piece of burrata.
That is a big old
That's a big one.
That is an 8-ouncer. Wesley, Wesley being Wesley, he wanted to do the biggest one you could possibly do. So you can find 4-ounce balls of burrata. They're a little easier to work with, but Bigger is better.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we're gonna do the dredge now. I've got flour here. Is that just all-purpose flour?
It is.
Okay, and that's about a cup,
That's a cup.
Yeah, and then we've got
two eggs, and I'm gonna give it, stretch it a little bit. I'm gonna give it like a splash. That was about a tablespoon of water. You could also do milk.
Okay.
And then here, I've got a cup of panko breadcrumbs. Panko's got a little more texture to it, which we love, but you could use regular breadcrumbs. This is a teaspoon of oregano, and this is a half a teaspoon of smoked paprika.
Love it.
And then we want to have some salt in there, so that's a teaspoon of that. So this is going to make that crispy exterior.
You're gonna mix that up, and I'm going to be very delicate with my burrata.
I know, you got it. You do have to be
Kind of
careful.
going around it. I'm kind of scooping around it instead of turning it over.
Yeah.
So that way I can control what I'm. I'm not
to do.
overhandling it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's it, because you don't want that interior creamy cheese part to bust through. Not quite yet.
Right. There we
Now
go.
I've got my oil that I'm preheating to 350 degrees over here. I'm using vegetable oil. You could use canola oil. Okay.
All right, now we're going over to the milk.
The egg mixture.
Oh, the egg mixture, the milk. Crazy. I'm so concentrating.
I know. He said he was, before we got started doing this, that he was really nervous. So I said, don't be nervous. We have breaded many things in our lives.
Yes, we. I'm very familiar with the dredging station.
Yeah. It's our most used station.
There we go. I'm just
Okay.
kind of giving it a good rubbing. All right, so now I'm going to go over here gently, and I'm going to put it right in here and go around it.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Do I want to do a double dredge, Kris?
Well, I mean, you can. You absolutely can. You don't need to do the flour again, but you can do it in the egg one more time.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Then that not only gives you a really crispy exterior, it also really helps to just seal the exterior,
Yes.
so you don't get any
All
seepage.
right, I'm going to be careful. Being very careful still.
Yeah.
Just kind of getting it all up in there.
Yep.
All right.
If you need to get more panko, you could do that, but I think we should be good.
All right, one more time. Just get it all over. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm taking my time. I'm very nervous. Okay. There we go.
Okay. So far,
There we
so
go.
good.
All right, last one. Now, after this,
We're gonna let it chill, and you can stick it in the freezer for like 15 minutes. That just helps. It makes it a little stiffer. It makes it so it goes into the fryer, it's gonna stay in place, and we're not gonna have any issues. Oh, that looks great.
there we go. All right,
Okay.
I've got a plate here with some parchment paper. Just gonna gently place it down there. I'm gonna take off my gloves and stick that in the freezer.
All right. We are getting so close. Okay, the time has come.
I got some chili burrata.
chili burrata. It was in the freezer for about 10 minutes.
Yes, I'm just gonna very carefully move this here. There we go. And put it on here.
Just use some sort of a metal spatula to kind of help you ease it into the hot oil.
There we go.
So like I said, we've got our vegetable oil over here. Okay, 350.
Here I come.
And then I'm gonna crank that heat up after it goes in, because it'll lower the
Yay, y'all.
temperature.
Oh, that is nerve-wracking.
You did great.
It's very delicate.
I know.
And I'm very delicate.
Well, you are. Okay, so now this stuff does not take long. It only takes about 2 to 3 minutes until it's golden brown. And then we've got our Romesco over here just gently warming. And it's time to dig in.
Yay!
Okay, literally just a couple of minutes. Be
get it okay?
careful with the hot oil. Look
There
at
you
that.
go.
That'll
Come on.
be
I got that
and we're just
Romesco
gonna
right
let
here.
it kind of let that oil drip off a little bit, and then we're just going to bring it right in. You want to use that fork to help it get in there?
There we go. Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, that is a big piece of cheese.
It is. Okay, so now we've got some chopped basil, just some fresh herbs.
I
Always love.
I love the soundtrack of bubbling oil behind
I
it.
do too. It's sort of like it's like the theme song to our lives.
Oh, you guys. Oh.
And then just for a little more flavor, we're gonna hit it with some coarse sea salt. And you guys, I think this is time.
I know.
So beautiful. And this
Okay.
is so great to serve, like if you've got a party of 4 or 6. I mean, it's a big appetizer.
This is gonna be a showstopper.
This is the moment. I feel like we need a drum roll. Oh, look at that.
You guys.
Wow.
Oh, I think we're gonna have to just. Oh,
Look at that.
you guys. Oh.
We got our toast here. Oh, that is so
I've got to go in already. All right, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Oh,
I'm
look
gonna
at
cut
that.
me some over here.
Yeah, go for it. Okay. I'm gonna take this with my spoon. I got this Romesco right here. Oh, you guys, look at that. Oh, and just
Let me grab a spoon.
Yeah, and just kind of, oh.
Yeah, get that Romesco kind of mixed in there.
I love this because you gotta be so close, so it's perfect for Valentine's Day.
It is, it's the perfect Valentine, I'm telling you.
You got
really
it?
is. Yeah, I do.
Oh, wow, you guys have a big piece.
I do have a
That's,
okay.
there you go. Is it? Oh, Kris, pull that down there real quick. I want people to see. Look at that.
Isn't that beautiful?
gorgeousness. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I need some more. I can't stop.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my.
That is elevated. No, so good. That burrata
And the
and the Romesco, I know.
Romesco is ridiculous, but also the crunchy exterior.
Perfectly seasoned.
And one more bite.
Wowzers. And it's kind of communal too. It is great for date night. Valentine's.
I'm gonna eat all of this. That is 100,000% lunar food.
Yes! Oh, I love doing a good
And
appetizer.
it's just cheese.
And it's just cheese. It's fried cheese. It doesn't get much better than that, you guys. All right.
Look at that. Oh.
We hope it's about to be Valentine's Day. We hope you have your loved one with you. If you don't, just invite some friends over and make fried burrata.
You can be my Valentine.
That's right. You can be our Valentine. We'll be your Valentine. All right. We love you guys.
Yay.
Make fried cheese.
Try some cheese. Oh.